move on. Our next guest of honor, Dr. Bhavana Rao. Dr. Bhavana Rao is a distinguished legal scholar and subject expert in law, currently serving in a prominent role at the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, abbreviation known as UPES, in Dehradun, India. With a profound understanding of legal practices and a passion for promoting justice and equality, Dr. Bhavana Rao's expertise has made a significant impact on legal education and research at UPS. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Bhavana Rao. I invite you to share your expertise and perspectives here. So on to you, ma'am.
And a very happy Women's Day to all of you, all of us here. Somehow there is a issue with the video. I'm not able to connect to the video. I've been trying for some time now. Nevertheless, I'm honored to be here. Thank you, Ms. Achari, for this kind introduction. I'm honored to be here amongst all of you, the great speakers who have spoken before me and those who are yet to speak. This is a platform not just for me. It's for all of us. And when we speak about all of us, it is not just for all of us, but it's also for me. So it's kind of a cycle where we are all talking about each of us and for thyself. Okay, so in the sense that what is it that we are meeting here today for? And are we only talking? Are we only discussing things and moving on? Are we acknowledging that there should be a Women's Day? Or are we acknowledging the fact that there should not be any Women's Day, but every day should be a Women's Day? I'll actually begin with a status put by one of my friends on LinkedIn. He had educated the concept of not having any day as a Women's Day somewhere. So I'm of the opinion that at least one day should be a day where we all meet and reflect on what we have done in the past and what we are coming to. And also one day where all of us, including all the men and women, acknowledge that each day a woman should be respected and treated well. They should regard each woman with high regard every day, not just on a day when there is a Women's Day, but at the same time there is a need for a Women's Day. That's what I'm bringing home here. So I will also actually want that when we all are here to talk about Women's Day, we need not just talk about what the law is, or we have a lot of laws, or how they are implemented. We also have to see that we are able to give solutions to women's discrimination, not just discrimination, but the so-called disguised discrimination, which we have in the laws as well as even in the community in general, the cultures we are a part of. So I think what is required for us is to stand up on each day and give solutions in our own ways. For example, today in the morning, I got a lot of Women's Day messages. I got a lot of WhatsApp forwards, and many were very empowering. Many were showing some kind of a protection towards women. Some were saying that women are the ones who protect and are leading the society. One such forward was where I got a forward from one of my relatives in a family group, where I found that this WhatsApp forward was appreciating a woman for being somebody who is submissive, somebody who is supporting men, somebody who is listening to the men, somebody who is uh, understanding the men. I will actually read that. Let me open that WhatsApp forward and read it. Just give me a second. I will open that WhatsApp. And so it said, the willingness to listen, the patience to understand, the strength to support, the heart to care, and just to be there. That is the beauty of a lady. Now, how many of you agree to this? I'm actually very feeling very helpless that I'm not able to turn on the camera. But I'd request all of you to turn on the cameras and tell me if are you all okay with this idea of willingness to listen, the patience to understand, the strength to support, the heart to care, and just to be there. This is the beauty of a lady. Are we all together on this? At least the women of from amongst us. Should the women only listen? And should they be only patient to understand things from the perspective of men? I found it very regressive, very, very regressive. Though at the same time, I'm also saying that it doesn't mean that I'm a big feminist or an anti-feminist. It's important for us to understand that these small things which we do every day, are we able to write back to that person? And because we have a huge respect to our, the people around us, and we are meant to behave in a particular way. Are we are we accepting this as they are and just saying, okay, oh, that's the way the culture is and people expect us to be like this? Is this what we require to be told? And who decides our beauty? Are you deciding our beauty? Are you the one who is deciding our beauty? What is beautiful to you may not be what is beautiful to a woman who has self-respect. And self-respect does not mean a selfish respect or selfish kind of a nature where the person is thinking only of herself. Women by nature thinks of everybody else. But so I think there lies a solution. There lies a solution where we are able to stop. I could only tell that to my husband. Okay, I said that this is the person. Like in a personal chat with him, I said, okay, this is the person who is sending this kind of a forward, and with due respect to him, I don't like this forward. But are we able to do it in groups also? WhatsApp groups. We have dirty WhatsApp jokes on women, where women are supposed to act in a particular way, or uh, women are portrayed as if they are using the pockets of men or for shopping or whatever. There are many forwards. Where are we going wrong that these are still circulating? This is what is important. So women are it is not for me, it is for the last woman on the street, or in our homes. It's for the last woman. So I was giving this example of WhatsApp forward, but everywhere, ranging from climate change to sustainable development, nothing is going to prevent the women from being the right stakeholders unless we have the ability to stop all these cultural markers. By saying so, I'm not saying that I'm against culture or religion or the ways in which a society it's not going to take maybe a day or two to change all this. But we have to take our baby steps. So the journey is not easy. It's very challenging. As the speaker in the beginning, she was speaking, the one from USA. She was speaking about her journey. There are challenges. But where are we supporting each other? It's important for us women to support each other. We ourselves are forwarding such jokes or even forwards. So bringing home the point on solutions, what we have today is not something which has come very easily to us, right? So if you begin with 500s, the 500 BC of that the Greek gynecologist who wanted to uh, operate on women, and she was ridiculed by the society. From there to today, how many doctors do we have as women? We may be having a lot of gynecologists only, of course. How many cardiologists do we have as women? Or even if you look at um, poverty, for example, poverty is something where the women are suffering the most. So you talk about sustainable development. Let me not talk about all that. There's no need to go there. We can just talk about the mission we have in this time's CEDAW committee, the CSW mission this year 2024. It says, what does it say? Investing in women. Are we really investing in women? So when we say you invest in women and accelerate their progress, are we really investing in women? How much are we investing in women? There's education. Are we investing in education? 70 to 100 is the ratio. 70 girls to 100 boys is the ratio in sub-Saharan Africa today of people enrolled in schools. So healthcare, for example, are we investing in the women? Are we investing? 800 women are dying each year during childbirth because of course, everything is related to poverty. And who are the sufferers? Most sufferers are the women, because they're always taken as somebody who can come into picture later. Let the men be taken care of first. Leadership. How many of us are leaders? We have a companies act where we have, there should be some percentage of women as women directors. Are we really catering to that? How many of us are in the parliament? So the question is, it's not what we should just be, talking at the, level where we are talking about reports. And are we doing it from our end each day? How many of the women are we? Suppose our housemaid, she says that her girl child is not able to go to the school because of financial constraints, while our boys are going to the school. Are we supporting that woman? Are we think of her as only a Kamwali Bai or something, where we most of us. So and if it comes from the women, you are ridiculed of thinking loud. Itna ye sab nahi hota hai. These this I'm sorry, I'm using uh, Hindi in between, but this is what how we behave in our families. So the solution lies in what we are doing for the women. So we have a CEDAW, we have a big treaty called the Convention on the Elimination of All Kinds of Discrimination Against Women. The men will discriminate, of course. Are women able to stop that discrimination of other women? I may be very successful, but what have I done for the last woman on the street? So the journey is not as easy, then we have to move forward, take our baby steps. Zero, you see the constitutions of the world, all the constitutions of the world, most of the constitutions, about 140 constitutions in the world have gender equality provisions in their law. But how effectively are they being implemented? And what is it which the government can do? Governments can do. Governments are doing their best, we say. But what are we doing as a society? Where is our duty? There is a claim duty relationship. We claim our rights, but are we doing our duties? So these are the things which we have to ponder on, and I'll try to connect on the video also. I'm trying, maybe I'll reinstall and connect back. I hope we have some more discussions towards the end of the session before Ms. Nehashri gives her vote of thanks. So thank you all for now. I'll leave you at that. It's important for us to understand what we are doing for each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bhavna, sincerely for your thought-provoking address. And thank you for inspiring us with your passion and knowledge. And no worries, we will have a panel discussion after all the addresses are done. So please stay for that.